what you just saw was my medium ISP animation preview. There were a few in there: snowy, thunderstorms, rainy, sunny, and clear skies. And so that was the display. It displayed on my CN Tower project from grade 11 last year as my medium ISP. And so that would like act as a display to output the weather outside in Toronto. So the way this project worked, or should have worked, is I had 4 components here. The matrix is the display, the Arduino is the microcontroller, the ESP8266, that would be a Wi-Fi connection, and then an API, which gives me data that I can parse through and display what I want. So the way this would have worked is the ESP would have read the API and gotten stuff back, so it gets back information, and it sends that information to the Arduino. And once the Arduino reads the information, it can go through the information and pick out the main thing that I wanted to display here, which was the ID for the weather. The weather ID. So that would take the weather ID, and then it would say if the weather ID is equal to a certain thing, and it would display what the weather is outside on the matrix. So this right here is the information that would be sent to, or that's received when you go to the API key that is up in the top, api.openweathermap.org, and then there's a latitude right here, the lawn, and then my API key all here. So if you go to that website, this is exactly what you will get back. You will have the coordinates, so longitude and latitude, the weather, which is what I'm mainly using, so the weather, and then I have the ID right here, and it tells me that is mainly, it's clouds with the description of overcast clouds at this time, and the icon is 04D. So then some other things this tells us is the temperature. So the temperature right now is 279.65. It feels like 273. And the temperature min is 278. The temperature max is 281. The pressure right now is 1,018, and humidity is 75. Visibility is 10,000. The speed is 6.69 kilometers, I'm assuming, at 80 degrees. Clouds is 90%. So that's basically what it tells us. And then you have country, Canada, sunrise time, sunset time, time zone that we're in. And that's pretty much all I get from that. So once I would have gotten the ID and the icon from the weather, could have used this little table. There's an expanded version, but I'm just using the simplified version. So this tells you the day icons and night icon, the main difference being the D at the end of day and the end at the end of nights. So right now it said 04D, so we can go over here, and the day icon for that is right here, 04D, and it says broken clouds. So right now outside it is broken clouds. And it'll change, and it'll go through these, and if I want to expand it, I could use the ID number, which is 804, and that gives me an accurate description of how broken the clouds are. So I was originally going to use this PCB that I made with RGB LEDs, resistors. This is an ATmega 2560. The ESP would connect on the back through those female headers, and it could be powered with this USB port and programmed through the ISP header. So this didn't work out because some of my connections were wrong. The autorouter for Easy EDA is not very good, and it shorted out quite a few of the lines that I was going to use. So I didn't use autorouter. I had to manually route it, and I guess I messed up some of the connections. So the final display here is just my CN Tower Neo Matrix pixels from Adafruit, and right now it's showing just the animations that I created. So there was thunderstorms, sunny, and they just move a bit to animate them. Here's rainy, And so it's pretty easy to program these. It's quite a lot of tedious lines of codes because I have to show each pixel individually. And this one right here is snowy, so it's just like little white snowflakes falling down. That's clear skies just because it's all blue. That's basically the project.